exactly took place between you and Tory Lanez that day that you stabbed him allegedly?
Okay. That day?
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, man. You guys know we got another solid reaction for you guys today, man. Today's reaction is based off, you guys already know, the situation that set the internet on fire, had people calling for racial cards, had people talking about this and that's gonna happen. Everybody and their mama had a theory about what happened to Tory Lanez, right? So we're gonna get into the full phone call, right, where the aggressor, pretty much collaborates with the story that I posted about that porter, that phone call that I found on TikTok that I reacted to, because that's where it came from. TikTok, I believe his name is Savage, if I'm correct. That was the porter. So basically that porter was telling exactly what happened, except for he wasn't there. The porter wasn't on the tier. Now, this individual says that it was due to, Tory Lanez feeling like this individual was a threat living next to him. I guess after Tory Lanez started hanging out with a certain faction on the SNY yard, this individual says they stopped talking. They started having a little discommunication. He says that Tory Lanez had said before that he was going to put some steel in him. And, I guess this individual says that he went up to him and they've talked 2 times already about this, about, talking like that, talking about poking him or, he said he don't play. He said he'll knife up and they'll handle business, right? So everybody that says that he hit him from the back and that he hit him when he wasn't looking and that people were in the day room watching, and we all know there's no day room. They're on the tier, and what he says is that Tory Lanez and him were on their tier solo. He says Tory Lanez came to his cell, followed him to his cell, but Tory had a ledge, and this individual says Tory followed him to his cell, and he started booking him. He doing what he got to do, but he said it was all over, this individual saying that he was gonna poke him and telling people that, to take this chomo off the yard and that he would give him some feria and hook him up with some scante or, some crack or cocaine, whatever it is that they got up in there, K2, whatever the fuck, right? So I think it's a wild situation because everybody had a theory, man. And it's some of these YouTubers, they be saying that they have the inside scoop and they know exactly what happened. And half of these guys, man, they don't even know what the hell they're talking about, bro. They just know how to tell the story good and they just know how to put it together, and it makes people believe, And we're going to get into the full audio. Like I said, it's coming from Worthy News. So go ahead and hit me with a like, hit me with a comment, hit me with a subscribe. Like I said, my job is to react to the content and bring you the content. So with that being established, one question that I have for all the, Tory Lanez fans or whatever it is, right? At what point is it okay to be cool with a chomo for a whole year and then that chomo ends up stabbing you a year later because you were talking foul? I mean, to be honest, that's a pretty long time if you ask me that was happening. But like I said, how is it okay for someone to be cool with a chomo, right? And this individual even says that he's always knifed up because he already knows, he already knows he's a target, homie. So he's always knifed up, ready to go at all times because I know chomos 24/7 on site. That's just the way it goes. So my question to all the Tory Lanez fans and F this individual is, everybody's going to bat for him saying to go against us, go against the Mexicans, and this dude got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? This is a personal issue. Somebody was running their mouth too much. They didn't handle the business, and they got their business handled before. And it's crazy because he got hit by a chomo. So I think that's even a worse look. And he was friends with them for a year. Let's get into the audio. I'm out.
When Tory Lanez, that day that you stabbed him allegedly.
Okay. That day? Nothing much took place that day. Everything led up to that day, but that day I just came out in the morning to tell him, good morning. And I told him what's up. Give him a little fist bump, ask him if everything is good. We had a little situation the night before and the day before.
So what's the situation the night before and the day before?
So I heard some rumors that he was trying to put money on my head. He felt uncomfortable living next to me. Said I was a threat. So I confronted him. And then I found out the same thing. He tried to put money on my head, so he said I put money on his head. We had a little discussion or whatever. So the next morning, that night, he said some shit. All kinds of crazy. So the
Exactly took place between you and Tory Lanez.
like a sting in my leg. I felt like, oh shit, he stabbed me. So I moved back and I kept stabbing more. And I seen that he threw something, so I was like, oh, this is that. So I just kept going. After he was yelling, help, screaming, please help me. I just picked him up and I tried to protection and said, like, look at me. And then I just let him go. Like, I was just saying, like, man, you trying to kill me?
What were you guys like? I know why, but why would he pick you out of all people to want to put money on your head? Well, what was the beef exactly about?
It was really no beef. He just talked a lot. And I had confronted him a while back about always saying certain around me. Like, I'll take a fade, I'll knife up, I'll put a in his place. And to me, after like the second, third time hearing that in a conversation, I was like, man, what's he trying to say? So I approached him and told him, like, I'll come into your cell, we'll do whatever, like, let's play this game then. Because I felt like he was kind of antagonizing me, like testing me, like if someone was afraid or something. We were cool in the beginning. We were cool for like a year. We chilled, kicked it together, everything. They did.
Oh, they're not on that type of prison yard, Rochelle.
Okay.
No. They got like little fractions, but she was more like he was different. He started kicking it with certain people, you know. And when we started being mad, that's kind of when we had our little misunderstandings and we stopped talking as much. But we were neighbors for a while. I've been knowing him for about 2 years already.
Okay. And during the situation when you and him grew a friendship?
Yeah, we were cool. We chilled, we ate, we drank, we partied, we kicked it. Yeah, we were good.
To have you killed to get off the yard?
Oh, he said double whatever I was offering. But I never made that offer. That's what I never understand. He said that someone told him I offered people money to get rid of him. So he said he would give that person double and some dope and stuff. But truth be told, I never offered no money. Like, why would I offer somebody something I could do? It didn't make sense. But once he yelled and made threats and I'll have you killed and have a run up to your cell, all that comments and I felt like, all right, you threatened my life. Like, there's nothing else to do but confront you. And that's what happened the next.
Because you stabbed him 14 times.
Yeah. I know that. I wish I could do certain things over, but at the end of the day, I felt like he threatened my life. So, I can't. Those actions felt necessary to me at the time, like the whole, in the moment, him coming to my cells, grabbing walking, like, I felt like, it's it. So I can't say I regret taking a stand for myself. No, not at all. I feel remorseful in a sense because it really didn't have to go that far, but, he made his decisions and I made mine.
Did he end up having a weapon on him?
Obviously, I got a stab mark in my leg, but that's going to the hole. I don't understand that part.
But okay, so no weapons were found from him, only from you.
No weapon was the weapon I was using wasn't found either. There was no weapons found.
Where'd it go?
That's what in the video it shows me putting it on the floor. That's what they were asking me. I don't know. Nobody was around. It was just me and him on the tier. We weren't in no day room. Nobody was standing next to us. It was just me and him.
And who saved them?
I let him go. I picked him up. I told him, like, look at me. He looked at me, and then I just slammed him on the floor and kind of kicked the back of his butt with my foot, like pushed him, let him run away.
And did he run away, or did he crawl away, or how did he get away?
He ran, screaming. He didn't expect it either.